Welcome guys, welcome to EduHome Tax once again. So today we are going to discuss the key tax changes which has been brought by Budget 2022. The first important change is related to cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency income will now be taxed at the rate of 30%. We are not allowed to deduct any expenses other than the cost of acquisition, that is, the cost to incur the cryptocurrency is only allowed to be deducted. There will be no set off of losses, and TDS at the rate 1% will be deducted above threshold, which is not available right now. And if you gift cryptocurrency to someone, the receiver has to pay tax under section 56 to 10. The second important change is related to Cooperative Society. Two changes are there. Alternate minimum tax rate has been reduced from 18.5 to 15%, and surcharge reduced from 12% to 7% if the total income exceed 1 crore but up to 10 crore. Moving next, income tax return, there is a provision which has been brought that if you have not reported your income properly, if you have missed reporting any income, you can file a corrected version of your return within 2 years from the end of the relevant assessment year. You may have to pay a penalty ranging from 25% to 50% of the additional tax. Moving next, Chapter 6A. 80 CCD is a section we all know that if the employer is making payment to NPS on behalf of employees, the employees get a deduction. The limit of deduction was 14% of the salary in case of central government employees, 10% in case of others. Now this 10% has been increased to 14% only for state government employees. So now state government, central government employees will enjoy 14%. Startup. So earlier there is a provision that startup established up to 31st March 2022 will get some tax benefit. This has been now extended to 1 more year for startups established up to 31st March 2023. Moving next, lower tax rate. 115 BAB, there is a tax rate for newly domestic manufacturing companies 15%. But to get that 15%, they have to comply with certain provisions. So there was one condition that manufacturing should have been started by 31st March 2023. This has been extended to 1 year more, and now any manufacturing domestic company which start manufacturing up to 31st March on or before 31st March 24 can avail the benefit of this section. There are few other important changes. Number one is no repetitive appeals. So in case of common question of law, you cannot appeal again and again. Second is surcharge. So for surcharge, earlier there was provision that in case of listed securities, the surcharge was capped at 15%. You can see the chart. 15%, it was capped at 15%, and for other gains it was based on this tax slab 10, 15, 25, 37. Now all long-term capital gains, the surcharge will be capped at 15%. Third point is very easy, that we all know health and education cess is not an allowable expenditure, but many court judgments gave orders which allowed health and education cess as a business expenditure. So this is further clarified by the government that it is not allowed. Finally, you cannot set off any losses against the income which is detected during research operation. So if any search and seizure operation done by the income tax, and if certain income is detected, after detection you cannot set off any of the loss against that income. So this was just a quick highlight on the various provisions related to tax which has been brought new by the Budget 2022. Thank you.